Hi there, welcome back to my page. My name is Valerie and I'm your guide on this journey towards building smarter money habits and a strong financial future. I've had a lot of people come to me and say, I'm interested in starting my investment journey, but I don't know where to start. Today, I'll be sharing the first 5 steps you need to take if you're serious about planning your finances and starting an investment portfolio. Number one is knowing your why. Ask yourself, why am I interested in building my finances, building an investment portfolio now? It could be for you to buy a home. It could be that you're looking to build wealth over time, or you're looking to build wealth to retire comfortably or have inheritance for your children. The truth is, knowing your goal gives your financial plan direction. I always say, before you start investing, before you start looking at the numbers, take a pen and a note, write down your why, write down your financial goals. Now, we're going to talk about step number two. Step number two, now is the time for you to look at the numbers. Have a clear understanding of your cash flow, your monthly cash flow. What's your income? What are your expenses? So when I talk about expenses, I'm talking at first, you want to look at your key expenses. What do you spend on the needs? Your accommodation, feeding, clothing, transport, those key things that you can't do without every month that are important to your survival, right? So you want to look at all those things. Now you have to look at the numbers because understanding the numbers, how much you earn, where the money you earn goes to, provides clarity and is the foundation to building a solid finance. Step three is having to build an emergency fund. What's an emergency fund? An emergency fund is a safety net you build which comprises of about 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. You put it aside so that when something happens, life throws you a curveball, maybe a sickness, loss of job, you are not under pressure to withdraw your investment. Experience shows that to get the best return on your investment, you have to leave it for at least 3 to 5 years. But what happens when life throws us a curveball in less than 3 years or within that time frame? That is why you have your emergency fund. Now, to build your emergency fund, you have to calculate how much you spend on those key living expenses such as food, clothing, accommodation, transport, or maybe you have a monthly medication you have to also take. You have to factor those things in. And now, next thing you have to do is to open either a high interest savings account or a low risk mutual funds where you can easily have access to this money where you need it. I would advise a low risk mutual fund or a high interest savings account. The reason is for every month you're putting money into this account, it is yielding interest for you. So in the next 3 to 6 months, while you build your emergency fund, you also accrue interest on those sums. Step 4, clear your debts. I know this sounds somehow, some people say, why do I have to clear my debt? What if I can pay them gradually? The truth is, when you have debts, especially when you have debts that have high interest rates, it eats into your need to invest. So I would advise you clear your debts. Now, to start this, you have to list all debts you have from the smallest to the largest. Now, as much and as fast as you can, clear all the small debts and start attacking, for lack of a better word, start attacking the large debts, the high interest debts with everything you got. So before you start investing, ensure that you are debt free. Now, when I talk about debt, this excludes mortgage because mortgage loans are like up to 30, 50 years in some places. So when you look at debt, I'm not talking about mortgage loans as well. These are like debts such as credit card debts, salary payday loans, right? Or you borrowed money from someone or from the bank and you have to pay maybe in 6 months or in 1 year, things like that. So these are the debts you have to attack head on as fast as you can in order to start your investment journey on a clean slate. Congratulations, you have made it to step 5. You are now ready to start investing and building your investment portfolio. I would advise you don't overcomplicate this. Do not fall into the paralysis of analysis where you're spending so much time looking at so much numbers, documents before you decide what to invest. It is true that you need basic knowledge to understand what you're investing. Now, this advice is if you're taking this journey by yourself. I'd advise that you start with low risk, very diversified index funds. That way you have a global exposure to the markets and you spread your risks. But if you're engaging an expert such as myself, now it would be my job to assess your financial goals and also advise on what you can invest in, such as maybe growth stocks and things like that. There you have it, the first 5 steps on starting your investment journey. I'd like to recap here. The first one is know your why. The second one, track your money. The third one is build an emergency fund. The fourth one, clear your debts. And the fifth one is start with a simple diversified investment. If this video resonates with you and you like a hands-on practical way on starting this journey, feel free to click on the link in my bio to get the Budget to Build bundle. It has a well thought out, laid out and automated budget template for you and an ebook that gives you a clear reminder on how to start this investment journey. Feel free to like, share and engage me in the comment section. Take care. Bye.